Yeah, hello together. A little technical check, but I think you hear me quite well like this. Welcome to our panel, Digital Transformation of Tourism. You all together, thank you for joining us in this tiny room. Sustainable and digital transformation go hand in hand, also known as the twin transition. So welcome to our panel here, where we explore and discover very innovative ideas and tools also, and technology-based solutions. My name is Holger. I'm based in Zurich in Switzerland, and I work in sustainable travel. Not that long, since 5 years now, I would say. But I worked in tourism quite a long time. I studied tourism, and basically I never left the industry. And I'm very happy to be here. And I'm your host for this panel, together with some very nice presenters. We will discuss this very interesting topic together. Currently, I'm supporting several destinations and business in the Alpine region. And we also have somehow it happened to be that we, two of my other presenters in this panel are also coming from the Alpine region. So that's also very nice that we can share our insights from there to you internationally. And I'm a GD, a Green Destination Representative in Switzerland. We work very close together with our colleagues in Germany and in Austria. Michaela is also there, hi. And also in South Tyrol, North Italy. And I'm also a GSTC trainer. So that's basically my background. I'm very pleased to welcome and introduce my fellow presenters now, and also their topics before I will start with the first presentation. First one is Katrin Erben. Please stand up so everybody knows you. She's the sustainability expert at the Austrian National Tourist Office and will talk about how data can improve a destination's mobility infrastructure. I have had the chance to work with you together before when we hosted online workshops for colleagues of the ENTO together in the market offices internationally. And we recently met in Vienna, which was very nice because we could meet at your home place at a very nice market, had a very nice dinner there. And I'm very pleased having you here. Katrin, in this panel. Thank you very much for joining me. Then we have Julia, yeah, of Innertime, Hungary, and also Cengiz joining her colleague, yeah. Thanks for both of you joining us. She's a very experienced destination development specialist, having led tourism organizations in, I hope I can really spell in the right version, Tokai, and also in Miskolc, okay, something like that. You can Google where these destinations in Hungary actually are located. She has developed during her career award-winning communication and marketing campaigns for destination management organizations, for destinations, and will introduce iDest to us, which is an integrated tourism management platform, I would say, or software, to simplify sustainable destination management. So she will give us some insights into how platforms, software can help us to manage destinations more sustainable. And then, last but not least, there's Simon Reuter from Germany, of Outdoor Active. Maybe you know that platform as well. He's part of the research team there. And Autoactive is basically a platform, B2C also, and B2B. B2C for the users. There's a lot of user-generated content on the platform, but they also have solutions for destination management. It's a pioneer of digitalization, I would say, especially in the German-speaking countries, but also internationally working in nature-based tourism. So it's all about, I would say, from the outside, I would say it's all about hiking and biking tours that you can find on the platform, but it's much more, as we can see then in your presentation. With his presentation, which is Smart Destinations, Tourism Data Standards and AI, which is, of course, a very interesting topic in these days, artificial intelligence, the digital future of sustainable visitor management. He will share insights into the science also, innovations and the future of data-driven measuring, which is, for me, it's really complex, a really complex topic. Understanding and influencing visitor flows and sustainability monitoring. So there's a lot of topics we are talking today in this panel. I myself will start now, basically with an idea I had together with a colleague back in Zurich to solve traffic problems. And especially for the last mile problem, you all know about that, and commuting options for travelers in the destinations. After the presentations of the four of us, we will have a discussion panel, so everybody will come up here, and we also invite you to ask questions to us, so please listen carefully to our presentations. And if you have any questions and make up questions, please feel free to question us afterwards in this panel discussion. So I will go around with the microphone, and you are really, really welcome to participate in our panel with your questions. So let's start, I would say, with the first presentation. Hope that works. Yeah, this is it. So I actually wanted to bring up an idea of this last mile solution to you, because in our alpine regions, the problem is, or one problem is, not the problem, one problem is that most of the travelers arrive by their own car. So in the most destinations, Catering is more up to the numbers, but I would say mostly in the most destinations, it's more than 90 or 95% of people arriving by car. So they produce a lot of traffic there, not only pollution, but also traffic that really has an impact on the inhabitants there, people living there. So what I was discovering, I told you about me a lot, so I skipped this page. What I was discovering together with a colleague in Zurich who founded a platform that is called Climate Smart Travel, which is actually bringing a solution for flights, for businesses, for business travelers. But the way how they manage people, or how they nudge people to when they search for their business flights, to opt in for more sustainable, more climate friendly way to travel, we came up to this solution or idea of a solution, how data, or not data, but how a platform could help people to move also inside a destination when they arrive there by alternatives. So Our questions were, can we transfer the knowledge from this business travel platform also into leisure tourism, into destination management? And what I want to do is, and how can we create a solution for the last mile? And my intention is to discuss also with you about the idea behind. One thing is that the idea behind this business platform actually is to meet or to help businesses, big enterprises, to meet their climate goals. So, and there's a much bigger pressure because it's about enterprises than in leisure tourism, of course, because they have to solve this. So what they did at this platform, they built up an engagement platform, which actually is showing a search process and nudge people to opt in for smarter ways of transport instead, even when they are flying, but also with alternatives instead of flying. I will show you a little bit more how that is. And actually, their goal is to change behavior inside a business, inside an enterprise when it comes to the business travel. So what the platform does actually is, as soon as you search something like basically your business flight to a destination, the platform will tell you, hey, maybe you can opt in for another class flying, for example, from business class to premium economy class, because there's much less carbon emissions there. And what's really interesting is that they are not only calculating like the load capacity of a plane, but also they have data in this system that is collected about the plane itself, how old is it, how modern is it, which type of fuels are used by the airline. If an airplane also carries other stuff, for example, post, which is still there, even if you're very digital now, and things like that. So quite interesting approach what they did. And of course, instead of flying train or instead of train, meet online. Actions like that are on this platform. Does anybody know what's the tourism's share of global greenhouse gas emissions? Some numbers. Do you have that in your mind somehow?
4 to 10, depending on how you calculate. 4 to 10%.
Right. 8. 4 to 10. Yeah. It's 4 to 10%. It depends on the study. I looked up, and most of it is coming. You can say half of it is coming from transportation, from mobility, and that's why it's very interesting also for destinations to care about this mobility topic, even if a DMO has not so much chances to really change that, on a short term of view, not on a longer one. Maybe then you can. So what our idea was, coming from this flight options as a digital solution, going to use that also for travelers in a destination. And what I'm showing you here is if someone is approaching Zurich Airport as an international traveler to Switzerland, and then want to drive to Klosters, this traveler could use basically this platform, and then it will show the traveler, okay, by car it would be that one, but if you want to save, use an e-car or use the train to save much more. And actually, with opting in for a better alternative, that traveler would collect climate points, because this is something we also have to consider, that we are all humans and we are somehow engaged to do something when we get something for it. Yeah, so it comes from the business traveler situation where they collect miles, and this is then translated into collecting climate points. But then still, when you are at your destination, the problem is how to commute there. So, for example, if you're approaching the railway station there on the lake and you want to go hiking and you have to go 8 kilometers to reach the parking lot for the starting point of your hike, what to do then? And the idea transferred to the last mile then was, okay, most travelers are arriving by car. They are doing that because they know when I want to commute inside the destination, there are not so many options. And basically, it's a lack of offerings there. Yeah, and it takes really a long time to solve these mobility problems. So with this engagement platform, we thought, okay, then we could give alternatives. And for the last mile, there was one idea about the carpooling. I don't know if you live in urban environments, then this is quite an easy way to do it. I mean, in Zurich, there are 2 platforms in Zurich, I can search cars around me and I can use private cars because they are all already shared. So we were thinking about why people not give an access to share their own cars when they are on holidays, because there are a lot of cars parked in the hotel's car parking. And why not use this one? So you don't have to build up infrastructure, you can use the cars already in the destination. And some of people, if they can use other travelers' cars, then may opt in for better solution to go to the destination, to travel there in the first place. Yeah, and there are some effects that may help to change the behavior. Plus, there's a benefit. The ones that are still travel by car can share their car and earn money for that. And the other ones that use the cars, they collect climate points. And so that could be really a nice solution for this last mile. Could look like that. I already showed it. And it could be embedded. And surprisingly, I just did a screenshot from Outdoor Active. Also, other platforms could use tools like that. And of course, you do use tools like that. So if a traveler is searching hiking routes on Outdoor Active, for example, but the traveler wants to know how to get there, these digital solutions, of course, could be implemented there. So what did we do? We solved the problem of lack of service by sharing. We solved the traffic problem by reducing the traffic, by sharing cars. And we gave something to the local community because by collecting climate points, you could use these climate points to make travelers invested in regional products, restaurants, activities, and so on. So you could reinvest that there. And what's really interesting in the business travel, it works because this platform is tested at the moment in universities for their own travels. They have a lot of traveling. And also in one big Swiss corporation. And they collect also climate points, but the companies itself save a lot of money because they opt in from business to economy class. So they save a lot of money and they can spend that money for these climate points and give their travelers the possibility to upgrade, for example, the hotel. So I don't fly business class, I fly economy, but then I get climate points and maybe I opt in for better accommodation or for more sustainable accommodation, for example. So that works in the business world, why it couldn't be working or we couldn't make it work also for the leisure tourism area. So think about if there were less cars on the road in the first place, because less travelers are commuting by their own car, because private car Pooling works at the destination, not only at home, because there are less cars at the destination, using less space on the road, using less space on parking areas of hotels and point of interest. And remaining cars are better used and less pollution is achieved without building new infrastructure. This is basically the idea. It's immediately realizable because it's digital. We just have to build this platform. Okay, it's not so easy to just build it, but it's already there for the business world. And earned climate points are reinvested inside the destination. Wouldn't that be wonderful? So that would be my question to you. As I told you, you can collect the questions and we can speak about that afterwards. Thank you very much for giving me the time to present my idea.